If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in basic level where you are solving previous year Tripura University questions on diploma first semester math for limits. So in this lecture we will be solving from question number 1 to question number 7. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, in question number 1 they are asking evaluate x tends to 0, 2 to the power x minus 3 to the power x divided by 1. So whenever you see limit questions, you see what is the formula. This is the formula for exponential functions. So for exponential formula there is only one formula, either a to the power x minus 1 or a to the power x. Here it is a to the power x because it is 2 to the power x. So the formula is a to the power x minus 1 divided by x, and x should tends to 0. So x tends to 0 is already there. Now you have to bring these things in there. So to take care of 2 to the power x, you need a 2 to the power x minus 1. Because you have given 1 minus, so you need to have 1 extra. So here also you can give 1 minus. So to take care of 3 to the power x, then both will be count. So they will not disturb you. So you can see minus 1 plus 1 is already 1 minus is given and 1 plus is given, that is already take care of each other. So nothing extra is given there. So you can now segregate these two because limit has a free pass. So this by this minus the again limit x tends to 0, 3 to the power x minus 1 by x. So what is this formula? This is log 2 minus log 3, which is nothing but in log difference is log 3 by 2. So that is your answer. Next, if you come to 2, second one, the question is this one, limit x tends to pi by 2 cos square x divided by. So in trigonometry, it is not a standard formula. Now you put x equal to pi by 2. See there is a problem or not. If there is no problem, if everything is coming okay, you are getting good finite result. So x equal to pi by 2, what is cos pi by 2? 0. What is sin pi by 2? 1 minus 1 0. So 0 by 0. 0 by 0 is indeterminate form. So it is not, you cannot write anything there. So that means you have to do something. Now if you see, if you can write, because only one formula is there, trigonometry, sine or tan. So it's better you go to sine. And if I go to sine, there is also a benefit, 1 minus sine square, then you can factorize numerator denominator and you can cancel one factor. X tends to pi by 2, 1 minus sine square x divided by 1 minus sine x. So if you factorize the numerator, what will be the factorization? X tends to pi by 2, 1 minus sine x, a minus b into a plus b, 1 plus sine x. Now can you cancel 1 minus sine x in the numerator? Generally we cancel this one, but we cancel when they are not 0. Here it is not 0 because x is tending to pi by 2, x is not equal to pi by 2. If x equal to pi by 2, then they become 0. Then you cannot cancel out 0, 0, 0. So because x is not equal to pi by 2, you can cancel. So this is the advantage in limit, so you can easily cancel. Normally we cancel, we don't think so much. Then sin pi by 2, this is 1 plus 1, 2. So it is the answer. Limit x tends to 0, e to the power 2x. Now again for take care of e, so the formula is again e to the power x minus 1 by x. So to take care of this e to the power x, you need 1 minus 1. So if you give e to the power 2x minus 1, and for this e to the power x also you need 1. So now we can see this is also e to the power x minus 1, this is also e to the power. So both can be taken care of. Both is taken care of. So you can segregate this one. But what is the idea? If a to the power x minus 1, you can see everywhere it should be a to the power x, x tends to 0. So your formula should be, but here it is 2x. So to make it 2x, because for e to the power 2x minus 1, you need to have 2x. But you have only 1x, so you multiply by 2. Then plus, I am segregating this part and this part, e to the power x minus 1 divided by x. Now actual definition says, because x tends to 0, because this is 2x, so this has to also be 2x. So because x tends to 0, you can write it down as x tends to 0. If x is going towards 0, then obviously 2x will also go towards 0. So you can write it now, limit 2x tends to 0. So this is the actual formula and this is 1. So this becomes 1, so 2 plus 1, answer is 3. Now if you come to question number 3, if x is a natural number, and then to prove that this is undefined. So x is a natural number, so you can find the sum of natural number 1 plus 2 plus dot 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 up to n. What was the formula? N into n plus 1 by 2. Now you can again cancel out this x, so it will be limit x tends to infinity, x plus 1 by 2. So now if you put infinity, what will be the answer? Infinity by 2 is infinity. Infinity is a huge number, so if you add with one number, it will be a huge number. If you divide by 2, that will be also a huge number. So this is undefined. That means limit does not exist because it should be finite. The answer of the limit should be always finite. So you can say limit. So limit does not exist. That is proved. Now if you see question number 4 now. limit x tends to 0 1 minus cos x by x square. Again I told you in trigonometry first you put if x equal to 0 then 1 minus 1 0 by 0 undefined. So the idea is you have to go to sin x or tan x because in trigonometry only sin x and cos x has formula for limit. So if I go for this formula, what is 1 minus cos x? 2 sin square x by 2 divided by x square. Now there are 2 sin x. So to take care of 2 sin x, 2x is required. So because it is x by 2, you also need x by 2. So this is whole square. So you can see it is sin square x, this is also x square. But these 2 you have given extra. So you need how much extra you have given? 2 square, that is 4. So you need a 4 here. So this 4 get cancelled. So these will become a formula. And you can also change this limit. I am showing it every time, it is not required. It is x by 2 tends to, if x tends to 0 then x by 2 also tends to 0. So therefore it will be 2 by 4 this one, then it is sin x by 2 divided by x by 2 whole square. So this will become 1. So it is 2 by 4 into 1 square, that is half is the answer. Now if you come to question number 5, what is asked? Limit x tends to 1 x square plus 2x plus minus 3 divided by x minus 1. So again you put x equal to 1, this is 0. If you put x equal to 1, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 minus 1, 3 is 0. So it is 0 by 0. So it is undefined. So what do we do? So if you see, if you put x equal to 1, then because it is 0, that means x minus 1 is a factor of this one. So to do this one, you can factorize it easily. Limit x tends to 1 x minus 1, then you can factorize it. It is 3 minus 1 2, 3x minus x minus 3. Or if you can do it directly, then it will be good for you, it will save some time. You can write it x minus 1 and then x plus 3. So x minus 1 you can cancel because x is not equal to 1, so it will never be 0. So therefore it will be limit. Now you put x equal to 1. See there is a problem or not. If you put x equal to 1, 3 plus 1, so no problem. So you can directly put it there. Now if you come to question number 6, f is equal to this f dash a, g dash a given, then you have to find this. So nothing expression of f and g is given, but the only differentiation values is given at a. So if you put a, it will be ga fa, so it will be 0 and a minus 1. So it is 0 by 0 format. So here you have to apply L'Hopital rule, L in indeterminate format, because nothing you can do, and you can also get a hint why it is L'Hopital rule is used, because L'Hopital rule is in other cases also, but that is not required. These are simple formula based. But here they have given differentiation also. So in limit, if differentiation is given or involved, that means the only way the involved differentiation in limit is by using L'Hopital rule. So if you apply L'Hopital rule, so you write it, it is 0 by 0 format. In the side by side you write it. So applying L'Hopital rule. In the denominator, if you differentiate it, so it is x differentiation is 1 and this will be simply 1. And here fa is a constant, so it will be g dash x minus here ga is a constant, because you are differentiating with respect to x, so all a's are constant, so it is f dash x. Now you put x equal to a, see whether there is a problem or not. If it is fa, g dash a, ga, f dash a, no, it is not 0, so there will be no problem. And even if it is 0, 0 by 1 is 0, 0 by 1 is not undefined, so you can put it there. So now you put all these value using L'Hopital rule. So all these values are given to you in the question. What is fa? Fa is 2, g dash a is 2, ga is minus 1 and f dash a is 1. So 4 plus 1, that is 5 is the answer. Now if you come to question number 7, limit x tends to 0 x by root 1 plus x minus 1. So if you put x equal to 0, it is 0 and this is 1 minus 1 again 0. So it is undefined again. You can apply L'Hopital rule, but no need, because you can rationalize it. That means their job is, if you see some irrational factors are there, that is root. So your job is you multiply it like your conjugate Sart's type. So it will be x to 0, you multiply, it is 1 plus x plus 1 divided by root 1 plus x minus 1 multiplied by root 1 plus x plus 1. So if you multiply, what will happen? In the numerator it will be a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square, 1 plus x minus 1, and the denominator it will be as it is. So now you can see your problem was happening here it was becoming 0. Now 1 it get cancelled and you can cancel this x and this x. So you can say your problem is now eliminated. You can now directly put x equal to 0. So it will be 1 plus 0 plus 1. Your answer is 1, 1, 2. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.